Hey, what's good, man? You already know it's your boy Sleeves,
It's your man Mardy.
and we are the
GS
GS Boys.
Yeah, and we just jumped off the porch with dirty glove bastards.
You
Hey,
dig?
hold up.
Do the stanky leg, do the stanky leg, do the stanky leg when I hit the dance.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all. We got the GS Boys jumping off the porch with us today. What's good with it?
What's happening?
Everything smooth. What's good with it, man?
Man,
Tell
we
me
coolin',
something
man.
good.
Moving and grooving and getting it done.
Yes, sir. Now, I can dig it. I can dig it. And y'all boys coming to us from that triple D, that DFW.
Yeah, you
Triple
know it all the
D
way.
dub.
Dallas,
Absolutely.
Texas.
Yes, sir. Now, that's what's up, man. How Atlanta been treating y'all so far?
Oh, lovely.
Love Ali.
They've been treating us lovely every time we come out here. I
Yeah.
mean, we'll get to it. They thought we was out here for the longest.
Right, right. Yeah.
to begin with, so yeah.
No, for sure, for sure. And for those of y'all that's watching that don't know, the GS Boys, famous for Stanky Leg, Booty Doo.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you guys really, were a part of like a dope wave just in culture, you know what I mean, with what you guys like brought to the game, musically, bringing fun to the music and, all that. So, let's tap right into it.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go. We
Yeah.
like kicking doors down.
You heard
know what I'm
me.
saying? We kick the door down with Stanky Leg. You know what I'm talking about?
Nah, for sure.
Go.
It made
So, first of all, how did the group GS Boys, come about? How did you guys, form the group?
So it was me and a former member. You know what I'm saying? That was my partner at the time, right, my right hand. We had a whole nother group before GS Boys, but that didn't work out. So it was just me and him. And then one day we were just like, bro, we need to make up a whole another situation. So we like, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
Me and him sat down one day, and then we just came up with the name. The name wasn't GS Boys.
Nah.
The original name is G Spot Boys.
Okay, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So when we made Stanky Leg, well, we were known for slow dancing and slow music.
Okay.
So we had all the ladies back then. That's what we used to do. So
Show up in them parties
Yeah.
with backpacks, whipped cream and whatnot.
Strawberries.
Doing the slow dances and
Oh,
stuff
word,
like that.
okay.
That
Yeah,
was
we
like,
lit.
oh,
Some
yeah.
little young manish mug.
Yeah.
So then, you know what I'm saying, we made Stanky Leg and we kicked the dough down.
Yeah. Man, what
Turn
y'all boys
Dallas up.
what y'all boys do about the G spot back in high school?
Say,
man?
You gotta
What?
understand. So back then, like you said, we made party music and
Yeah.
stuff. So even besides the party music, we did the slow dance and whatnot. So back in DFW, we had stuff like the Stadium, Teen World, and stuff like that, right? So when we did them
Hugh
slow,
Smith.
them slow jams and whatnot, we used to make them, but we used to always come up with choreography and stuff like that too for the ladies because they rock with it. And that was during the time where like Pretty Ricky was real big.
Okay, yeah.
And so even in that area, you had like four-way out there. You had a beat and a song a beat I ended up producing called Eye Contact that was major out there as well. So we used to show up and do a whole bunch of different slow dance and stuff with the ladies, and they rock with it.
Yep.
And then that's when like kind of the wave kind of shifted to more bouncy and dance music because when Soulja Boy cranked that, the bird walk and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's when we was like, okay, since we be in the parties already, let's make some more hype music and stuff like that too. So yeah.
And did Stanky Leg come about did the dance come about first and then did y'all make the song or?
Yeah, so it's a bit of both in the aspects. It was like other two group members that was coming around dancing and stuff like that. And then once they pretty much was doing stuff in regards to that, we all linked up as a whole because G Spot Boys wasn't 5 people. It was like 20 of us out
Wow,
there.
really, we was 100
It-
deep.
it was
Man,
like
deep.
everywhere we
had
ended up
females
going.
and everything.
So that's when we linked up and I was making a beat. Then another guy came in while I was making the beat named Ryan. And we pretty much made the beat together in different aspects and stuff like that. So the beat came after that. And then we just put it together that way where throughout all that, all of us was making music, but the main people of G Spot was really just 5 individuals at the time.
Okay.
And then that's why when Stanky Leg blew up, they was like, hey, we got to cut this down. There's too many of y'all.
Yeah, yeah. Y'all was out there like Wu-Tang or something.
Hey,
He was out
deep.
there.
Yeah, word. Now that's what's up. And during this era, this is like the, you know, they call it now, you know, the new Dallas, but this was like a whole different wave. And then like the whole D-Town boogie, like wave was going on, people doing, what was the Ricky Bobby,
yeah,
you
Ricky
know what I'm
Bobby.
saying, all those different
Bobby, my Dougie, yeah, all that.
Word. What was it like during that era? You know, like where it seemed like music just seemed to be fun. You know, during that time.
Once again, kicking those down, man. We had our own thing going on.
Oh, yeah.
We just had fun. It wasn't about fighting. It wasn't about shooting up, bang bang, and what's going on right now, the YN era. Just wanted to have fun.
You gotta remember,
but we did have it though. We was out there though.
Yeah. So during that time, you gotta remember they talk about people in Dallas. It was like, yeah, we be boogieing and shit like that.
Yeah.
But that don't mean we don't throw hands, because we was throwing hands then too.
Yeah.
Like when they had like Agtown fights and stuff like that in
Oh, for
DFW,
sure.
like people
For
was
sure.
actually throwing them hands. But we was like, okay, we gonna throw parties and stuff like that because we know we'll throw them hands, but we also need to have some fun around these places.
Nah, for sure. And then during this time here in Atlanta, the snap movement is going on, and I mean, it just seemed like throughout the South, you know, even in Memphis, you know, they was juking, you know, and so it just seemed like during this time, during this era, like dancing was the wave, like, you know, the music, like I said, keep saying the music was fun, you know.
Energetic.
Yeah. Now, when y'all first put out Stanky Leg, did y'all know that it was a hit, like from the first release, or what was the energy like when y'all first put that out?
We didn't know because, like I said, at the beginning, we was making songs for the women. That was really like our first fast crunk song. So we just did it and put it out, and it just blew up overnight, really. Like it's like we went to sleep, woke up, and it's everywhere. So we just, it's like we had to catch up after and run after it, but it was lit.
Word.
Gotta understand too, we did put the groundwork in. So when you say that, people be like, man, they just got lucky on stuff. It's like, no, you gotta understand, it was like 20 of us, we put the groundwork in.
Yeah, we had Stanky Leg for about almost over a year before it even did anything.
We made it like towards the end of 07. Our first show was at our high school step team, like step show over there in Arlington and whatnot. So yeah, man. And even then, when we performed it then, people enjoyed the energy. So we ain't gonna say we had a hit. We just know we had something that people would gravitate to.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So yeah.
What were the steps to getting that song to be heard and to be known? Because we were in an interesting time too, where we were in the transition of physical, you know, people selling CDs out the trunk and all of that. But then we were coming into the MySpace era and, you know, all of that. What did it take for you guys to get that song heard during that time?
For us, it was groundwork. We was outside every day, skipping school, different pep rallies, different shows, going up to the radio stations without them even asking us to come, just staying consistent, putting it in people's face. If it wasn't for that, I don't think it probably would have did what it did, but we was on the ground running.
Oh yeah, and like you said, that MySpace era too. And then we can get technical with it. When we put it in MySpace, you know, that top 8 was something serious. Everybody was like that top 8, and that's the thing. When we had our top 8, it was part of the group, like people that's part of like G-Spot at that time. And then we just made sure we put it on each other's page. We was talking to different people, sending it out, sharing to different people. And then on top of sharing to different people, we'd be like, hey, we throwing a party in the city in DFW here, pull up and such and such. So that's where he's saying with the groundwork, it was like, hey, not only we getting this to y'all, but we pulling up, we outside showing y'all like, and bringing the energy at the same time too.
Yeah. Now, at what point did the song like get where, because you guys ended up signing with Yung Joc with his label and everything. So like, how did that, you know, turn of events, you know, sort of happen?
Personally, I think it was partially with Bebe at the time because we was doing a whole bunch of stuff with him as well.
Yes,
and I
we
think
did,
he ended up linking up with him too, which also makes sense because I know what, shout out to Prince Rick and Trill Lee, he ended up putting them together regardless. I think it was Misfits out here too when he was in Atlanta. So yeah, that's pretty much where he connected us with him. And then we chopped it up with Joc and whatnot, and we ended up just running with him and doing different stuff with him. And I know at the time he had, what was that, Hot Styles as well? So yeah, Hot Styles. But yeah, when, we was out doing different shows out in Louisiana, hitting the Cocoa Palace and all different type of stuff with Bebe. he kind of hooked us up and connected us with Joc.
Okay, word. So y'all had a video out for a while, the original version. Then you guys signed the deal, and then shot another video.
Yes.
And then this video skyrocketed, went to being one of the top videos on 106 and Park. I think it was the top video on 106 and Park.
Yeah, absolutely. What you mean?
Yeah. And from there, y'all going to the BET Awards and like really like being knee deep in the game.
Absolutely.
How did that feel? Y'all being some guys from DFW, from Arlington, from Oak Cliff, you know, from that area, and then getting so much love nationwide.
It was lit because we wasn't getting it from our home. So yeah, it was lit. We gonna turn up. Dallas wasn't really behind the situation due to the fact they talking about, oh, y'all saying y'all was from Atlanta, which we ain't never said we was from Atlanta, but we here, so we gonna speak about it. It is what it is.
Like, we just told you it's the groundwork. We did all the groundwork in DFW. So how you gonna say we not from there and y'all wasn't rocking with us? We got signed to an individual in Atlanta, which means everything we be doing business-wise to that degree, like you said, the BET Awards, Spring Bling, all that other stuff, we gotta be in Atlanta. Which is like I said earlier, you were saying, like I was saying, pretty much they thought we was from Atlanta because we was there so much. And I guess people just interpret that, oh, they saying they from Atlanta, oh, they doing X, Y, and Z. But outside of that, it was still a dope feeling, man. It's an amazing feeling. Not too many people come from where we come from and had to, like, got it from the point we got it from. Yeah. And then when you see it even now, it even stands as part of the culture, ingratiating the culture. Because you said the BET Awards, that was 09. We doubled back in 23 and actually got on stage to be representing 50 years of hip hop. Like, come on, man. What we talking about?
09 we was there, we got nominated. We ain't gonna say why we gonna say why we did. You know what I'm saying? Diddy paying mugs, you know what I'm saying, for day 26 to win, but we ain't gonna, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But everybody knew we was the latest at that time, but it is what it is.
Politics is usual.
You know how that politics is.
It's a slight bit petty, that's all.
Nah, for real. Y'all was on Rip the Runway back then, like all of that. Do you think that people from Dallas thought that y'all was from Atlanta because in the Stanky Leg song y'all say, don't y'all say I lean with it and or
oh yeah, you can lean with it, drop with it.
Yeah.
The only reason why I'm saying no on that, because he also said he hopped out the coop but didn't do no chicken noodle soup. They didn't say we were from New York. It was like, come on, B, like what we really talking about?
Yeah.
But nah, so it's just, I think it was just the visual representation, what they thought. Because, you know, we had Bruce in the video. We had a whole bunch of different, like, even comedians that was
Lil
out here.
Duval was in the video.
Yeah, Lil Duval and a whole bunch of other individuals that was probably, like, around Atlanta at the time, too.
Yeah.
So they was just like, all this just seems Atlanta-based. But when we double back, though, with Booty Do, we in the heart of Dallas over there on
Dallas.
you hear me, on MLK, balling out, having a great time. So much so, even President Obama pulled up. What you mean?
You know what I'm saying? But a lot of it stems from, we had another manager at the time who got mad that they was no longer part of our situation, went back to the city and tried to slander us and say, oh, they were saying they from the A and but you know what I'm saying?
It comes with the territory.
We don't cry with spilled milk.
Yeah. And Stanky Leg was a true cultural icon within itself. I mean, you had Arnold Schwarzenegger doing it. You had Travis Kelce in the Super Bowl doing it. Like Beyonce doing it at her concerts. Everybody.
Sierra put Snoop on it.
Sierra
put Snoop on it. Come on.
Who was somebody that you guys saw do it where it was like, yo, like these folks really know us. Like we really out of here.
So it was Travis Kelce for one. That was dope. But a part of us is like, the Grammys the last time, I was like, did Taylor Swift just do the Stanky Leg in the stands during the Grammys? I was like, come on, don't tell me Swifty, the original Swifty was out there doing it too. It's like, hey, that's kind of wild work right there. So, but yeah, it's a whole bunch of different individuals, actually, not to just pinpoint certain ones, but it's just so many, it's kind of hard to remember, but it's still wild though when you think about it.
Nah, for sure. And can you guys talk about just that boogie movement, you know, back then, jig and, you know, all of that, and just how, you know, important, like, you know, all of that is, like, to the Dallas culture?
Oh, man, that is Dallas culture, man. But everybody, you know what I'm saying, it's just like, it's our culture, but a lot of people didn't want to embrace it. oh, y'all them dancing niggas. They too hard, you know what I'm saying? They want to be on the wall and hold up the bricks on the wall, but you know what I'm saying? Everybody know jigging is what popped off Dallas.
Yeah.
Besides Erykah Badu, you know what I'm saying? We know about the legends, yeah, but Boogie movement is really what popped it and opened the doors for everybody.
Yeah.
If they want to say it or not, but yeah.
Right. So yeah, even now, it's still people be coming up with different records. They be dugging all types of stuff. So anytime they be seeing people dugging a certain way, they be like, "Are you from Dallas? Because if you ain't from Dallas, you show Boogie like you from out there."
Yeah.
So it just comes and turns into different things. Because now people, they bending right now. Doing all
I was
that
about to ask you about
and
that.
So it's still like the aspect of it is still there. And then even though you got the aspect of, like I said, New Dallas too. So it's just like, it's enough room for all of that too, but you understand the fabric is still there.
No, for sure. And what's your guys' opinion on the New Dallas movement and, all the energy that seems to be the light that's, being shined on Dallas right now?
I love it.
Amazing.
Zillionaire, Montana. Hey, I love it, man. You know what I'm saying? It keeps Dallas going.
Yes, sir.
They gonna shining the light on Dallas, keep Dallas alive.
Yeah, nah, for
You know what I'm
sure.
saying? We ain't gonna never talk about nobody. You know what I'm saying? I love it.
Oh yeah, and it's diverse. That's what I'm saying. It's diverse. You still got the aspect of Boogie. You got New Dallas. People out here hustling, getting to it. You got different aspects of street culture. You got different aspects of people being lyricism and different type of hip hop and stuff like that. So with the New Dallas coming in too, it shows the diversity of the music that's out there throughout the whole DF Dub. Because it's not just New Dallas. You got people in the funk that's doing a whole bunch of stuff too as well.
Yeah.
So,
RPZ the Wizard, man.
Now, you guys had, Stanky Leg, you had Booty Do, but then I don't think there was an album around that time.
You trying to go?
You about
deep in there?
You about to make me break this up,
Oh, man, come on.
You asked me, we gonna go there.
Yeah.
So we got everybody don't know, but we got signed for a single, which was Stanky Leg, with a second single option,
which was Booty.
was Booty Do.
Okay.
They say after Booty Do, then we was gonna do an album. Once it was time to do the album, nobody want to put the money up. They gave us a lower budget than what they gave us to begin with.
Yeah.
Can't do nothing with that, man.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So we had to just go and do what we had to go do.
Wow.
Yep.
That's why our album ain't come out. Oh, but best believe an album about to come out right now, though.
On top of the album, they already been put out in 2019 called
Yeah.
Designer Boomerang that they can go check out as well.
Yes, sir.
It's self-produced by us as well. I produced about 90% of it. Then we got other producers out there in Dallas. And so, yeah, it's all us.
Now, you normally hear about when people talk about contractual issues and things like that, it being around where they may have signed for too many albums that they weren't able to fulfill. So in your guys' case, it was more a single deal with an option, but then were you guys able to, after the discrepancies with putting out the album, the budget, whatever that may have been, were you guys able to just walk away and do your own thing, or was there a lot of back and forth with that and still contractual issues from that?
The contractual issues after that wasn't as much of a problem, more to the, what do you call this? When the creative differences and the direction of the group and what we should be doing. And turmoil came into the group due to other old members that's not in the group anymore, which kind of brought into a certain split and stuff like that, which ended up happening. So when it came to that, it's basically, okay, what we got to do, how we going to do it, and to keep moving forward, which we end up doing, and that's where we end up going on tour, doing our first overseas tour in Germany. And so it was more so, okay, this is the situation, we just got to deal with it, move forward, and keep putting music out. But that's when the creative differences started happening and stuff started, kind of quote unquote dying out after that. Once we had to get that situated.
Word. Is it true that Drake's first show, he opened up for y'all at a celebrity basketball game?
So
For sure.
if we being technical, he did perform before we did.
Okay.
And we performed after him. Is that opening up for us?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, but yeah, it was pretty cool, and that's before he really took off. And then we started hooping on a basketball game, and he was over there chilling, And yeah, I always thought about that too. And he brought it up to me as well. So, you know, when that whole situation with beef was going with Meek Mill, when he was talking about Charged Up, we was buying this whole team Rolly washes off Thank Me Later while y'all still stanky legging.
Yeah.
That kind of lets you know where we was at that time, doing what we was doing when he was starting off as well. So yeah.
How difficult was it for you guys coming out of your contract situation? And I mean, you guys got signed as new artists. Y'all first song blows up and is a worldwide hit. And then now y'all just kind of left out to dry. You know, how'd you guys like cope with that, and how'd you guys deal with that, handle that?
Man, you gotta keep God first.
Absolutely.
Don't cry with spilled milk. You grown man, you gotta get up, get it done.
Yeah.
If you dwell on the past, you gonna sit there in the past. You gonna watch everybody pass right by you.
Yeah.
Instead of just getting up, getting it done, and do what you gotta do. Handle your business.
Yeah.
That's what we had to do. We had to get up, handle our business. That's why we here now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why we got this new single about to drop.
Okay.
We didn't sit down and get rolled on. Just like, this happened. Oh, bro, what we gonna do? I don't know. We just gonna, we got up. Got off our ass and do what we gotta do.
And depend on what you want to do, move forward into your life and whatever direction you want to go to. Just like I said, I ended up going to college afterwards, and then that kind of fit into the dynamic. You know, we started off doing parties and stuff. Where I go to college, I end up being in the party scene, you know, whole different people. That's when I met with DJ Bubba.
Okay.
And also a DJ named Swerve. They said it was Campus Kings DJ back then, and everybody started doing different stuff too, from L's to DJ. It's a lot of DJs out there too that they end up doing a whole bunch of dope stuff and being successful with other artists in the direction they want to go to. And so that's just we put ourselves in positions to move forward with our life, but also coordinate to the different aspects of what we do and what we did and what we're gonna be doing moving forward.
Now the DJ has been so pivotal, you know, to hip hop and to, you know, breaking records and breaking artists. But now it seems like the DJ is almost looked at, you know, or almost ignored. You know, people are, you know, records are being broken, you know, through TikTok and, you know, going viral. How do you guys feel about, you know, that and just the DJ's role, like, in the culture now?
DJs ain't gonna never get rolled over. DJs is gonna be here to stay. If it weren't for DJs, ain't nothing gonna get spent. So, you know what I'm saying, you gotta show love, you gotta pay homage, gotta pay respect to where it's due.
Yeah.
But you do got DJs out here who ain't doing nothing. Oh, I'm the one who broke your record first. No, you didn't, bro. Go sit down somewhere, bro. Y'all, I'm tired of hearing that. Oh, y'all didn't buy me this. Say, listen, I got kids. I ain't about to buy no grown man nothing.
Yeah.
You a grown man, you gonna work for it just like I'm working for it. But, man, hey, shout out to all the DJs that rock with us though. If you rock with us, I rock with you. If you don't rock with me, I don't rock with you. It is what it is, straight up.
Just like you said. And on top of that, are they DJs or are they playlisters? Like, you got to get the discrepancies on those, because I just saw somebody talking about it. It was like, we need more DJs. And the dude was like, I strongly disagree. The lady started cooking. She was like, if you can't understand the feel of a crowd and you don't mix with your hands, you're not a DJ. It's like certain things in it to where you're not really a DJ, you're just going off a DJ. So the DJs are always pivotal because they get the understanding of the people. They get the understanding of the feel of the music when they outside and doing certain stuff. Other people just like, they just press the button and see if it gravitates with somebody this way or gravitates somebody that way. That don't necessarily make you a DJ. That make you somebody that can spot different stuff when people like certain music. That don't make you a DJ.
No, that's true, because there's so many DJs that are just playing what's going viral, and they just playing like the TikTok hits or whatever, and they not taking a chance on the song and seeing how the crowd reacts, and then if they don't react, transition into another song. And
Everybody playlist right now is the same. Every club playing the same stuff. You got new artists every day. You got granted, you got some bull out there, but you got some heavy hitters out there that's been slept on. And if everybody, you know what I'm saying, if everybody just come together, play about 30 seconds of the record, just see what it do. If ain't nobody gravitate to, hey, go on to the next. But everybody just in the same loop, playing the same music right now. So it's like it is what it is.
Man, take a chance. You know, back at certain different areas and different times where we said we came up on, DJs would take a chance on a new record, be like, hey, I'm gonna play this during this segment at this different time to see how they react. Yeah, you kind of taking a chance on your set to make it seem like, oh, the set is trash because you play something new.
But you still got prime time.
Do you? Yeah, and then you'll probably play something that people be like, oh, bro, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And that can probably boost up like you was one of the first people on it. So when you say, like he said earlier, oh, we was one of the first people to play your music, that's because people and DJs took chances at certain moments in their clubs and in their venues that was at to break new records.
Yeah.
A lot of them don't want to do that now. So, yeah.
Right. And how does it make you guys feel, you know, if or when people associate you guys with being one-hit wonders?
I'd rather be a one-hit wonder than a no-hit wonder. A lot of people who tell, oh, y'all one-hit wonders, where y'all music at? Where y'all song at? Y'all been on tour? Y'all been overseas? Y'all making some money? Or y'all, oh, I got my song on the playlist. So?
Or wondering what one hit feels like.
Right. Yeah, y'all
Sad.
want to know what this hit feel like. I'm going to ride it till the wheels fall off.
Say, bro.
No, for real. And, you know, I say like when you get a hit like as massive as, you know, Stanky Leg was and is, you know, it's like equivalent to going to the NBA or going to the NFL and in your rookie year, you go to the finals or you win the Super Bowl. You know, it's like, it's that lightning in the bottle that some people wish to, you know, may never get to ever in their career, or you may get to it early and then may never get to it again. How were you able to just keep like a good mindset and even, you know, where you're here today, still working, you know, striving to get that hit again and, you know, get that recognition again, you know, for your guys' career?
Okay, yeah. You wanna go? What we doing? My take on that is define what success is to you. And metaphorically speaking, like you said, going to the championship fresh out the league, you got to understand the changes too, just in the era that we living in. You can't even go directly to the league after high school, where we got signed 5 months after high school graduation to have the biggest song in the country. So you got to define success for you, especially since we brought up different aspects of being signed to Joc. We was young, we didn't have no guidance, and they didn't want to put us up on no guidance and stuff when it came to being signed to the majors and stuff like that. They just want to get the championship, they wanted to get the ring. And so even when we started doing that, let's say when we went to the BET Awards not too long ago in 2023 and whatnot, we'll see different people out in the city, but after we perform, one of the only people from the city to perform, we didn't hear nothing about it.
Mama, we popped out with the cowboy jerseys on, repping Dallas.
Do you hear me?
No radio hit us up. Hey, come do an interview. We ain't heard from nobody. Still to this day, ain't nobody posted it. Ain't nobody said nothing.
Yeah.
We had certain artists in the city, from the city, who, when we seen them, oh, we seen y'all do y'all thing. Oh, that was hard. Y'all had the Dallas Cowboys. But the heavy hitters, I ain't heard from them.
So
ain't talked to them.
Even aspects like that, it's your mindset to make sure what success means to you. Even though we have to deal with it, and that's certain stuff that you deal with, is your definition of success of, oh, they need to talk about it. Is your definition of success of, they need to give us recognition to let people know we wanted them, even though they don't want to admit it. It's like, it's certain different aspects of that you got to make sure you define your success for what you want it to be and how it is the outlet that you need it to be to move forward. Otherwise, like you said, you'll keep thinking about the past. You'll be having resentment for different people and all different types of stuff. Like you said, we was young too, so people didn't want to put us on game. So success now for us is putting different people that's coming up in the city and just different other places, could be us putting them on game so they don't have to go through what we had to go through. So that's why I said you got to put yourself in the mind space and the frame to define success for you, and not what the outside society or any other people that's in music or ingratiating music telling you what your success need to be dictated as. So
Yeah, because if you don't define what success is for you and like if you don't have your goals like really set, then other people will be dictating or saying what the success is, or
Exactly.
you know what I mean?
'Cause everybody's success ain't the same. Your success might not be my success. My brother's success might not be my success. But when we come together, it's our success.
Yeah.
So you just gotta know what you're doing.
Absolutely.
Now, a few years ago, you mentioned that you guys were honored at and performed at the 50th year celebration of hip hop
Yes, sir.
celebration that BET did. Now, at that time, it was like the full group, performing. What happened? Why is it just two of you guys now?
Once again, that goes even further back to when the discrepancy after the second single, where people decided they want to go their own direction, and the creative direction wasn't there. So we got to the point where it was like, all right, let's possibly actually do something. We getting honored over here. We part of 50 years of hip hop. Let's do something. The other two group members was like, nah, they don't want nothing to do with it. They just want to go do what they want to do, utilize the group the way that they want to utilize it, and move on. But we supposed to be connected as a group. We supposed to be quote unquote brothers. But we see how they actually end up flowing. So at that point, we move on and do what we need to do. So that's pretty much what ended up happening after that. We was trying to get on the same page, wasn't on the same page no more, and we just kept moving forward from there. And we staying on our job. We got more music coming out. We doing all the shit that we need to get done.
Yeah.
And we about to turn up on them, bro. Not just, when I say on them, everybody from doubting to any type of stuff that's been waiting, regardless of how they end up seeing it.
Yeah. If you guys could go back and talk to, the early versions of yourself, right before y'all had the smash hit, what advice would you give yourself back then, knowing what you know
Learn
now?
your paperwork. Learn how to read a paper. Learn how to read a contract. We had an entertainment lawyer who did us bad. Got paid under the table. You know what I'm saying? To make us sign something that wasn't right.
But it got locked up.
Yeah, little buddy got locked up.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you gotta know what you're doing. But we didn't know. But if I could go back, I wish I could. I wish I knew what I know now.
Yeah.
Because it definitely wouldn't have been the same outcome.
Was it a scenario where the label that you signed with assigned you an attorney?
No.
Okay.
Nah.
They just got in the same bed.
Pretty
Gotcha.
much. And it comes down to when you got a hit like that and you dealing with 18-year-olds, how many vultures you think gonna come out the woodworks? When you got one of the biggest hits records. So at that point, you got people that's coming around that ain't got nothing to do with the situation. You got people that's in the situation that want to make it worse for everybody else. They just want to try to get money off of everybody else that they don't know any better, that don't got no information. It's more so that people don't want to put you on game when you have something and you pretty much profiting off something that you don't know. They want to come in a situation and take it because you don't know any better.
Yeah.
So it's just, yeah, man. If I explain that correctly, I'm trying to just make sure I get to it the right way.
There's been a conversation I've been having a lot lately, and I've been seeing going around the internet lately, where people say that the music industry is missing gatekeepers, people that help sort of keep structure in terms of like music that's coming out, because so many artists are just able to upload their music to the DSPs, put music out, and there's a huge lack of quality in the music that's coming out, and there's no artist development or anything like that. I've always said that I disagree with that gatekeepers. We need gatekeepers, because I feel like those gatekeepers are like the people that you just explained, the people that know the game but aren't gonna share it with people that are new coming up in the game, and then you find out that your contracts are, that you basically signed your life away, or you know what I mean, like you didn't sign something that would be, good for you in the long run. What are your thoughts on, like, does the music industry still need gatekeepers?
It goes with music, but at the same time, most of your gatekeepers got their own select pick who they want to rock with. So if they got their own select pick that they want to rock with, the other people they're not gonna rock with. So them select people ain't gonna rock with them other people as well.
Yeah.
So they gonna get overshadowed just because your gatekeeper only messing with 3 people from the city, but you still got 18 people over here that's trying to get on. But they only worrying about these 3 over here. So it's back and forth.
And personally, I think the gatekeeping limits so much more than it benefits without having it. So when you got gatekeepers in different aspects and ways, they basically, it's a bigger pot going to the gatekeepers, but it's up to them to the way they want to distribute it to the people that's at the gate, put it that way.
Yeah.
And history has shown they ain't been too caring and sharing when it comes to the pot, to the people at the gate.
Yeah.
It's like, you got to do this for them. You got to do X, Y, and Z. Now, when it's not pretty much no gatekeepers, you get a whole bunch of more diversity. Like I said before, you get more diversity. You get people that rock with different individuals with this type of music or another type of genre, and like hip hop, where it's like real underground hip hop, lyricism, boom bap and situation will rock with the people that's in the clubs, that's in the strip club and all that other type of individuals. And you kind of connect it a bit better than you do with other individuals that had like gatekeeping that way.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's when you got gatekeeping, it limits the possibilities for everybody that's involved with you, in my opinion.
Yeah, nah, for sure. And I feel like when it comes to the culture, like us talking about the DJs and, you know, like their position, like within the culture, like they are who should be the people that, you know what I mean, like more, like voices are heard more and, you know, have more direction with that. Now, you mentioned that your former attorney went to prison.
Yeah.
And was this like about some fraud type of stuff, or did
I'm not mistaken, I think it was. So yeah,
Money laundering.
there you go.
Wow.
So you get the first attorney on one of our biggest records end up going to jail for fraud or money laundering. That kind of gives you an understanding of the situation we was in 5 months after high school graduation. Didn't know any better. So yeah, tough work.
And what would you say you learned from being signed to Yung Joc, and are there any regrets, you know, from that situation?
It ain't no regrets. Everything happened for a reason. It made us better. If it wasn't for that, then who knows where we would be right now. We was young, we didn't know nothing, but by that situation happening, we had to grow up and learn our business because we didn't know nothing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't regret nothing. If we could go back, I'll keep it the same.
Say, understand this though. That does not give y'all justification for your bullshit.
Yeah, for sure.
Tell you that all real. But
Yeah.
no, the regrets ain't there. But for me, it ain't justification. They was like, oh, see, it's cool. It's cool.
Nah.
We did that bullshit. No, sir.
Nah.
That is not how that go. So it's no regrets, because if I regret anything, then I would have did it differently, and I would have had a different outcome and result of not only where we at right now, chopping it up, being on the porch, you know what I'm saying? On top of the fact of where we at musically, creative, or in just individuals in life right now. So nah, but once again, that don't give your ass justification for shit. But yeah.
Word. With the music, you say you guys are about to release some new music.
Yes, sir.
I'm sure that everybody expects for you to only do dance music and to only do like anthem,
in a
type
box.
music.
Man say, we ain't doing that. Absolutely not.
What can people expect?
Ooh, quality, a whole bunch of quality, energy, a whole bunch of energy, feels. Cause like you said, we ain't just doing dance music. We did records with Afro beats. We started off with slow records and R&B records. We got R&B records. We got energy music and stuff that got you high. We most likely about to do one with GS Boyz, because one thing we end up doing is we try to connect new energy with older energy, where we end up coming up with. Because when we was throwing them parties before we made Stanky Leg, we was in the club listening to Lil Jon, GS Boyz, and all those different type of music. So we all for not only working with new artists, but older artists that inspired us to begin with.
Yeah.
So we gonna be working with them on different stuff like that. We'll probably have some pop stuff for y'all. We'll have some EDM stuff for y'all. Our thing is we wanna make quality music, and ain't no wonder. We making quality music.
Yeah.
And not just staying in so one area, one dimensional thing is just dance music. We'll make some music that make you wanna dance. It ain't gonna be just straight dance music. So yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys feel that, your fans, the audience that you guys did build up, Do you feel like they're ready for different sounds from you guys?
For sure. If they not ready, they better get ready. But nah, they gonna rock with it regardless, because it is what it is. It's when you hear it, you're gonna like, oh, they took their time with this. They didn't just wake up and just throw something together and try to hear it and put it out just because they got a name. No, we actually took our time, created and built it up and tweaked it. So yeah,
And it's growth. We expect growth from our fans just like our fans expect growth from us.
for sure.
So when
they
they
was
get,
kids at the time, so everybody ain't kids no more. Everybody done grew up now.
Right,
hear me.
Yeah, so
What's the next single? Like what is coming up
the
next?
next thing is called Shake It. Hey, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Hey, once again, energy when it comes down to it. And then we giving y'all feels, we giving y'all flow, we giving y'all all types of stuff with it. So yeah, and it's got that bop, got that type of bop that's like nowadays that you're really gonna rock with. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. On top of that, we got even more music coming out too. So yeah, big dog status. We got a whole bunch of stuff on there, man. We got some shit up in the tub.
Yeah.
We got some shit up in the tub. So yeah, we just gotta, hey, come on now.
Is the recording process any different now than what it was early in y'all career?
that's a good question.
It is. The reason why we know this is so funny. We was just in the studio. We was in the studio, my kinfolk studio at Go to the Tape. We was sitting there chilling, and then we already had some stuff we in mind that we was gonna do, so we knocked that out. And then it was this beat we put on, we was writing to it. We was sitting there like, bro, we don't write in the studio no more. It's like our creative process is, hey, we listen to the beat, and we don't go to the studio until we know what we doing and what we putting
They
down.
ain't got time to waste.
It ain't no just go to the studio and see what we can come up with and just sit in the studio. One, that costs money, that costs people time. We ain't trying to waste none of that. So that creative process, I know changed, and we recognized that we was sitting there, and he was like, bro, this feel weird. Why are we just sitting here waiting to come up with something just to put down? They said, how about we just go to get what we got done and then dip off, come back when we got everything done to knock it out. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And what would you say is one of the biggest life lessons that you learned?
Biggest life lesson. Watch out for snakes. Watch out for a snake.
They over there
Snake
slithering.
will bite the shit out of you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You'll be sitting next to somebody who plotting the whole time, and you thinking they genuine, but the whole time they ain't genuine.
For a fact. And for me, contentment. Because when you talked about all the different aspects of having the biggest record being that young, it's so much stuff you got to deal with, and then you come back to the city and people looking at you like a has-been and all the other stuff. Like you said, to find what success is for you, it's contentment, bro. It's like be content in what you got, but also put in the work and grind, being smart and hustle for what you also want further off in your life. Because yeah, that for a fact, that's what it for me.
And how much pressure is it for you guys when you release new music, whether it's been over the years or even, current time? How much pressure is it when you've had, these widely successful songs in the past? How much pressure is it to have another hit? And when you guys make music, are you making music to make another hit, or are you guys creating?
So me personally, I can't speak for him. It ain't no pressure because we're not chasing no hit. A hit is gonna come by itself. Nobody can go in the studio and say, hey, today I'm gonna make a hit. They don't work that way.
Yeah.
So, nah, it ain't no pressure. You just put out what you like. Some people gonna like it, some people ain't gonna like it.
Yeah.
Music is not for everybody. You gonna always have somebody who gonna, that shit trash. Then you gonna have the other side, like, oh, bro, they rock that mug.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, we just do what we love. It's a passion. We just like to do it. So since we like to do it, we just gonna keep dropping what we like to do. And if it take it, take it. If it don't, on to the next.
Well, you go like that. That's a hit right there.
Yeah.
That's a hit. So I don't care what you're talking about. So that didn't take no pressure to do right there. So you gotta take the pressure off yourself and stop searching for a hit so you can be as creative and don't worry about different stuff like that as you can be. And then the hit will come at that point too. And then, yeah, when you start chasing hits, you at a point you chasing a business that you was in, and then we done told you the aspects we had to go through business wise. You want to chase that? Nah. So that's pressure ain't there.
I meant to ask you earlier too, when y'all were signed back then, were they coming to the studio and trying to make you guys remake another Stanky Leg, remake another Booty Do? Like, was that a part of that process back then?
No.
Okay.
They weren't even in the studio with us. We had to come up with everything from the get-go. But it was pressure after Stanky Leg for another dance song, which was keeping us limited to just doing that. Even though we was good at it. Obviously, we was pretty good at it. Yeah. And so that was the pressure of it. It was like, yeah, we need something else to follow Stanky Leg. Let's just do Booty Do. And you said Booty Do and Stanky Leg, so yeah, there you go.
Because after Booty Do, our next single really was a song with Ray J.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was a completely different feel from dance and music anyway. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying, it didn't get there.
Right. And what else you guys working on? What you got coming up that you excited about?
Working on our YouTube and different stuff when it comes to engaging with different people and things that we enjoy. I know he liked them old school whips, he liked them cars and stuff like that.
Motorcycles, fashion.
Yep, the streaming. Yeah, pretty much we're gonna get into that, and we're just gonna be going to different avenues of different things that we engage in and like doing. From even if it's the acting. From me, like I like playing games, that goes into streaming and stuff like that. So it's basically engaging in different aspects when it comes to that. And of course, they steady booking. So when they book, we looking forward to turn it up with the people and make sure they have a great time too. Yeah. And so, but the music definitely is the exciting part of it when it comes to it. 'Cause like you said, might as well be at a business conference, man, because we got some shit in the tuck.
Right. And if y'all looking for it, y'all better go all platforms, official GS Boyz.
Yes, sir. That's where you gonna find it at, man.
That's what's up. Y'all got any shout outs y'all want to give?
Hey, I did a great amount of them from
hey man, we gonna shout off the porch. You know what I'm saying?
Back. Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? We gonna shout out Guy. Without Guy, we wouldn't even be here. You know what I'm talking about?
Name and blood.
We gonna shout ourselves out too, because if it wasn't for us, we wouldn't be here neither. You know what I'm talking about? Hard work pay off.
Shout out Boss Black too. Hey, shout out to everybody that's been supporting us throughout our entire journey. I said journey. Oh, dang. It sound like Lady London and Cam Newton not too long ago. But no, throughout our journey from the start and even further what we got coming along, man. We appreciate y'all for a fact. We appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Mr. Mark D, Sliz, the GS Boyz.
Hey.
Appreciate y'all pulling up, jumping off the porch with us.
Hey,